Aloha, colleagues. With this time in the session, as things are starting to heat up, I wanted to share some words of wisdom from one of my sheroes, Eleanor Roosevelt. And Eleanor gives us this perspective. And since I would hope to be a mature person, I will try to take this information to heart. A mature person is one who does not think only in absolutes, who is able to be objective even when deeply stirred emotionally, who has learned that there is both good and bad in all people and in all things, and who walks humbly and deals charitably with the circumstances of life, knowing that in this world, no one is all-knowing, and therefore all of us need both love and charity. May we continue to be mature people in all of our dealings. Aloha.
Thank you, Senator Baker. Senate, please come to order. Good morning, Madam Clerk. Will you please call the roll?
Senator Baker, Senator Chun Oakland,
Excused.
Senator Dela Cruz, Senator English, Senator Espero, Senator Gabbard, Senator Galutaria, Senator Green, Senator He, Senator Ige, Senator Ihara,
Excused.
Senator Kahele, Senator Keith Agaran, Senator Kidani, Senator Kochi, Senator Nishihara, Senator Ruderman, Senator Shimabukuro, Senator Sloan,
Here.
Senator Solomon, Senator Taniguchi,
Excused.
Senator Thielen, Senator Tokuda, Senator Wakai, Senator Ihara. Madam President,
Here.
23 present, 2 excused.
The chair has read the journal of the preceding day and approves the same. Are there any introductions this morning? Senator He.
Thank you, Madam President. I have two groups of people to introduce. The first today is the Cattlemen's Day in the Judiciary Room, and the cattlemen have been, as they have for the past couple years, meeting and greeting legislators with respect to the industry and the challenges they face and some of the legislation that all of us will be contemplating in 2014. So I asked the cattlemen if they would send some representatives. They're still in 016. They're using the conference room to meet as a committee in several breakout subcommittees. However, I'm told that the 4-H group from Maui is here. So you youngsters from 4-H, you stand up first, and then I introduce the old-timers. So you youngsters from 4-H Maui, will you please rise to be recognized? Okay. Now, some of these old-timers I've known, and my eyes are going to test me. The gentleman in the middle, the little guy, that's Kyoki Wood. He's the Parker Ranch head. Kyoki? Kyoki, is that Jacinto next to you? Is that William? That's William. Oh, Louis Camera is up here from Maui. And there you go, Jacob Tavares, a nice Hawaiian name. These are the cattlemen and the 4-Hers. They're in 016, and they really would appreciate if we can give agriculture a hand, and the cattlemen in particular. Thank you, Madam President.
Senator He.
Yeah, the second group are my friends from Ni'ihau. But I wanted to introduce them. Bruce, are you here, Bruce? Do you have that list? Can you get Sergeant at Arms to Anyway, I'm sorry for being a little disheveled because I've been on a run this morning. But aia ke kahi pila i ka hale i ke kakaiaka e pili ana I ka aina no ni'ihau. There was a hearing this morning on ni'ihau. So hele mai ke kahi mau po e no ni'ihau I ke kapikala I ke kakaiaka nui, the people from ni'ihau. Some of them have arrived to represent their island. So, I nā hiki, mamake wau e ho ike ia lako, ia mako I ke ia manawa. O ka mea mua, one of the owners of Ni'ihau and a dear friend of mine, he and his brother Keith are the owners of Ni'ihau. May I introduce, it is my honor to introduce Bruce Robinson. Bruce, will you please rise? Now with him is his wife, Leana Pahulehua Robinson. Leana is a native of Ni'ihau. Leana e kumai oi inai. Aloha. Now let me introduce Brianna is the daughter. Brianna, are you here? That's Brianna. And then let me introduce the rest. Kunia Pahulehua Inoka, Ka Ohelauli'i, Hiva Kelly Kanahele, and Napua Ni'au. E kumai kako. Okay. So they are here to make a visual representation of the legislation that is being contemplated by the House and being contemplated by the Senate. They are here to demonstrate their support for the legislation, and I need not say the difficulties involved in coming from an island that for them to travel to Kauai to catch a plane requires a landing craft. So it is my great honor, and I'm very privileged to have the opportunity to introduce our family from Ni'ihau. Mahalo. Thank you, Madam President.
Further introduction, members? Senator Kidani.
Madam President and Senate colleagues, thank you for the opportunity to honor the Mililani High School varsity football team, winners of the OIA Division I Championship 2013. On their way to the title, the Trojans won all 7 games against OIA Red West opponents, undefeated at 7-0 for the first time since 2004. A win over Farrington, our alma mater, sorry, Madam President.
Our alma mater.
A win over Farrington of the OIA Red East won them the overall OIA title and sent Mililani into the state championship tournament. There, a win over Campbell at the semifinals propelled the Trojans into the final game of the year against #1 seeded Punahou, the only school to have beaten them during the year. In spite of the Trojans' exceptional play and never give up spirit, the state title went to Punahou. But wait until next year. Such was the caliber of individual standout performances during the 2013 season that a total of 14 Mililani Trojans were named to the first, second, third, and honorable mention all-star teams, including many of our players and guests who are with us today. It was, of course, the team effort that counted most, and the Trojans succeeded in taking the entire Mililani community with them through their exciting season from start to finish. It is my pleasure to introduce our honored guests today. If you would stand when your name is called and remain standing until the end. Trojan team captains, Dayton Furuta, senior linebacker. Ian Namu, senior slot. Bronson Ader, senior receiver. Keli'i KK Padello, senior defensive end. And our defensive player of the year. Vavai Malepiai, sophomore running back. That's why I said wait till next year. And their fellow team members, Mackenzie Milton, sophomore quarterback. Wait until next year. Rex Manu, junior defensive tackle. Wait until next year. Kaimana Wilson, senior linebacker. Taylor Fernandez Dezon, senior outside linebacker. And Antonio Ala, junior offensive linebacker. These are our Mililani Trojans. Wait until next year. Accompanying the team today is varsity football head coach Rod York. Coach York was selected 2013 Coach of the Year by the media and coaches statewide. Madam President, the Senate prepared a congratulatory certificate for the team, and at the appropriate time, I would request a short recess so that we can personally welcome our honorees and present the certificate to them. Mahalo.
So
and
ordered.
congratulations. Yay, champs, Trojans!
Are there further introductions, members? If not, the chair will call for a short recess for the purpose of meeting our honored guests. Recess, subject to the call of the chair.
Members of the Senate, please be seated.
The Senate, please come to order. Madam Clerk.
Standing Committee Report numbers 2002 and 2003 for adoption.
Senator Sparrow.
I move for the adoption of said standing committee reports.
Senator Sloan.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye. All opposed, no. Motion's carried.
Referral and re-referrals.
Referrals and re-referrals are made in accordance with the supplemental order of the day, which may be distributed to your offices later this afternoon.
No further business, Madam President.
Are there any announcements? Senator Solomon.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise on a point of personal privilege.
Please proceed.
Mahalo. Anyway, I rise to speak in very strong support of the Hawaii Farmers and Ranchers Alliance. These Hawaii farmers and ranchers are made up of floral and nursery growers who collectively produce more than 80% of the agricultural products, including food grown in Hawaii. They have organized themselves into an alliance and have pledged themselves to these goals and objectives. Number one, to ensure the viability and sustainability of Hawaii's farming community for all the benefits of agriculture brings, including increased local food availability and the achievement of Hawaii's food security goals. Number two, support public policies that are inclusive of all types of agricultural production so as to ensure the viability and sustainability of all forms of agriculture enterprises consistent with federal and state laws and regulations and generally accepted agricultural practices. There's a whole list which I'll be submitting for the journal. However, I just would like to expound on a few. Number three, they are very proud to support Hawaii's rich agricultural heritage and honor the strong men, women, and children who have endured many hardships to create and perpetuate our agricultural culture. Madam President, I don't have to remind you that the agricultural industries in Hawaii have suffered severe droughts. In our farming and ranching background of over 80 years, our family has experienced a series of 25 serious droughts here in our Hawaii name. There's no doubt about it that they will be visiting senators' offices and House members to discuss the recent legislations referring to the GMO. They're very much concerned about the GMO legislations that are resting with us today. They also have a resolution that I'm also want to speak in very strong support of, and I will be submitting it again to be placed into the journal. And of course, they speak to to our Hawaii State Constitution and the Right to Farm Statute, which is contained in Chapter 165 and provides a solid foundation upon which to ensure and sustain a vibrant agricultural sector in Hawaii, which, Madam President, as well you know, many of us sitting on this floor were very much a part of the creation of this statute and legislation. I would like to end with a very famous song, and this song is entitled Kila Kila Na Rough Riders. It's a traditional mele, and it says, Hano Hano Vale Na Cowboy, glorious are the cowboys. He maku noho I ka leo, proudly mounting their horses. Halena pono oi I kauleili, pull tant now your lassos. I kalai o kapipi ahiu, hold the brow of the plunging cattle. So with that, Madam President, I'm asking all of my colleagues to please welcome this alliance into your offices so that they can express their manao of how they feel about their situation and the legislations that we are considering today, how it affects their future, their life, and ours. Thank you so much. Mahalo.
Further announcements, members? Senator Gabbard.
Madam President, I would like to request that the Senate adjourn on a rising vote and observe a moment of silence in honor and memory of Chief Warrant Officer II Edward Bali. He died last week on January 20th in Kandahar province in southern Afghanistan from small arms fire when he was attacked by insurgents. He was raised in Salinas, California, but called Kapolei home. He was described as an outstanding leader, with a kind heart and smile who aimed to please those that he worked with. Our heartfelt condolences and prayers go out to his family and friends. Mahalo.
So ordered. Further announcements. Senator He.
Thank you, Madam President. On a point of personal privilege, please.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Madam President. It's also an announcement. Tomorrow, your Committee on Judiciary and Labor will be holding a hearing at 9:30 in 016 on Senate Bill 2609, which is the minimum wage. And normally I wouldn't have made that announcement because it's distributed to everyone. But for the fact that last night, a local boy gave some remarks to the country. So I want to read some of his remarks as it relates to Senate Bill 2609. The local boy said, "Today, women make up about half of our workforce, but they still make 77 cents for every dollar a man earns. That is wrong, and in 2014, it is an embarrassment. A woman deserves equal pay for equal work. Today, women hold a majority of lower wage jobs, but they're not the only ones stifled by stagnant wages. Americans understand that some people will earn more than others, and we don't resent those who, by virtue of their efforts, achieve incredible success. But Americans overwhelmingly agree that no one who works full-time should ever have to raise a family in poverty. In the years since I asked this Congress to raise the minimum wage, 5 states have passed laws to raise theirs. In the coming weeks, I will issue an executive order requiring federal contractors to pay their federally funded employees a fair wage of at least $10.10 an hour. Because if you cook our troops' meals or wash their dishes, you shouldn't have to live in poverty. Of course, to reach millions more, Congress needs to get on board. Today, the federal minimum wage is worth about 20% less than it was when Ronald Reagan first stood here. Tom Harkin and George Miller have a bill to fix that by lifting the minimum wage to $10.10. This will help families. It will give businesses, customers with more money to spend. It doesn't involve any new bureaucratic program. So join the rest of the country. Say yes. Give America a raise. Senate Bill 2609, which we will hear tomorrow at 9:30, coincidentally proposes to raise the minimum wage to, you guessed it, $10.10. Thank you, Madam President.
Further announcements, members? If not, Senator Sparrow.
I move that the Senate stand adjourned on a rising vote observing a moment of silence in memory of U.S. Army Chief Warrant Officer II Edward Bali. And I further move that the Senate reconvene at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow.
Senator Sloan.
God bless the ranchers, farmers, and all those that bring food to our tables. I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. If there are no objections from the members, the Senate will stand adjourned on a rising vote, observing a moment of silence in memory of Chief Warrant Officer II Edward Bali, and the Senate will reconvene at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow.